What's up, everybody? It's Philip Randolph, and it's 10 Minutes to Vent. And today we're going to be talking about understanding human behavior, specifically the psychological effects of music with human behavior. Now, we can all agree in the past 10 to 20 years that music has changed. And prior to this change, music was a vice that helped people get through their day fairly easy, with excitement, with encouragement. And lately, in the past 3 to 5 years, especially in the hip hop community, hip hop R&B community, the music has changed drastically. Now, I'm not going to say that we don't have any positive songs or any influential songs that will help us and take us to the right path, because I would be lying. But in the hip hop, the R&B community, we have been oversaturated with a lot of negative music. Now, I'm talking about this because not only am I an artist, I'm a producer, I'm a songwriter, and I feel like I can't say I feel like, but I have contributed to this trend, instead of breaking off and creating my own trend. But we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about how music have affected human behavior over the past 10 to 20 years. Now, in the news, we have seen how there's a lot of murders and killings. A lot has been going on, not just here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, but worldwide, across the U.S. It's almost like a plague, and it's very strong. Music is very influential. And I don't want to misquote the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, but I was listening to him several years ago, and he said something that stood out to me, that still stands out to me to this day. He said, one song, right, is equivalent to 1,000 sermons. Yeah. One song is equivalent to 1,000 sermons.
Now, T.D. Jakes is one of the great preachers, but one rap is worth 100 sermons. Especially if the sermon got you looking back 2,000 years ago when Jesus is walking today.
And that makes so much sense, and it's scary because the influence of music, depending on the frequency of the instrumentals, the verbiage, and the written context of the song, can control the masses in a very powerful way. Now, of course, we know this is the music business. So anytime we're talking about business, we have to know that that money is involved, that it's deeper than just making a song, if you get what I'm saying. Just like barbering, right? It's important for me to make sure that people are in my barber chair at all times, right? Because if people are not coming to see me for haircuts, my business as a barber will fail. So it's important for the music industry, record labels, to keep people listening to a particular artist, right? Or a particular genre, so the checks can keep coming in. Now, people have different opinions about the, music industry. Oh, the music industry not making any money. They are making money, guys. And artists, they are definitely making money as well. Musicians are making money. The thing is, now since we have more free will and we have a lot of control in our hands 24/7, your music career, right? Your song that you just made last night, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years ago, has the opportunity of blowing up like this. Depending on how you market it, depending on the people that you know, depending on how you edit the song and edit your content, you can take off literally with a snap of a finger. Some people say it's consistency, and it is consistency as well, but luck is real as well. So don't ever confuse the word luck like it's not a real thing, because it's definitely a real situation that can happen to any of us. Getting back to how music affects human behavior. If you notice these days, right, people are a little bit more mean. People do not talk to one another like they used to. And I feel like a lot of I feel like most of the blame is the music, guys. An individual can listen to music all day, every day, without you even noticing. When we have different devices now, we have Bluetooth glasses with speakers, behind the glass frames. You have wireless earbuds that you can put in your ear. You have your iPhone watches, your Android watches. You can listen to music. And guys, if you really like a song, especially the younger you are, you can listen to the same song over and over and over again all day long. This right here contributes to a lot of peer pressure and to a lot of influence. I know when I was younger, I used to obey the music like it was my parent. Okay, now I might not do everything my parents would tell me to do, but if the music said something to me, I definitely would follow suit. Music, lyrics, that's law, especially when you're from 13 to 25, I'll say even 30. We use music as a way of life. A lot of us, when we're upset, we use some type of a musical phrase, a musical bar, a musical quote. And, I can't give music all the credit for human behavior, because music is not the only thing that's contributing to our behavior. Content as well, right? Videos, whether it be music videos, whether it be reality TV, whatever we see, okay, visually, has a greater chance of influencing us more than if we just read an article, or read a magazine. And I feel like a lot of us, we don't read as much as we used to. And when we used to read, I feel like, society was a little bit better. Now, I'm not saying none of us read, because of course we still read captions. We read when we own these social media channels. We do. But just taking a book and dissecting that book, going through those pages, you can see a better, you can get a better understanding, not only of what you're reading, but just life in general. Guys, I want your honest opinion. Let me know how you feel. Do you feel like music is a big contributing factor in the way society is now? with all these killings, murders, robberies, attitude, do you feel like the music is one of the main contributing factors? Or do you just feel like it's just pure entertainment? Now, if you're my age, if you're 35 plus, right, you're going to feel like, okay, bro, it's not that serious. But let's take our personal feelings out for a second and let's really focus in on the issue. If you don't have anybody in your ear telling you what to do, right? Or if you don't have anybody in your ear telling you negative things to do, would you still do it? Right? Would you still do it? If you're listening to positive podcasts all day, what do you think your outcome would be? I'm a full believer, guys, of your environment primes you. Whatever you're around, whatever you digest, whether it be physically, mentally, that's what we will become. All right? Guys, it's Philip Randolph. It's been 10 minutes to vent. We just talked about human behavior. How has music affected human behavior over the past 10 to 20 years? Like I said, leave your comment below. There's no right or wrong answer. Until next time, until next episode, stay focused, stay blessed.